Hey YouTube, it's me Cherise here, and today I have another tag video for you, and today I'll be doing the alternative black girl tag. And the first question is, how did you know you were different? Basically, my whole life, people have been telling me that I'm different. They've been questioning my identity as like a black individual slash black woman. People just can't seem to understand why like I don't fit stereotypes. I think that's people's biggest misconception is that they can't really put a label on me. And so for my whole life I've had people like questioning me and asking me some of the strangest things, and because they can't put a label on me, they outcast me because I don't fit what they think and who they think I should be in their mind. They just choose to not associate with me because I guess they just can't comprehend my greatness. Not trying to sound conceited, that kind of sounded conceited, but you know where I'm going with that. And I just feel like because I was raised in a military family and born in Germany, I feel like my parents kind of set me up to be different in a way. So question number 2 is, do people judge you? Yes, they judge me. But you know, I say all the time, the only judge that matters is King Jesus, so be it. But yes, I've been judged my entire life. Like I said, since I don't fit people's mold or expectations, they judge me for it. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change who I am so that you like me. Number 3 is, how do you react to negative people? When I was younger as in like ages like 13, 14, when I lived in Hawaii, basically that whole time, when people would say negative things to me, I would cry. When I'm at home, I would cry. You know, I would be really, really sad and really, really depressed about it. When I was around them, I would like try and do anything I could in my power back then to get them to like me, to accept me, or to be friends with me. And then when I hit 8th grade, I actually found that group of people that accepted me just the way I was. They loved how strange I was. They loved how different I was, and they didn't ask me to change. But before that, it was basically the kids in my neighborhood at that time. I would basically do anything, even if it went against what I was taught and compromised my integrity. I'll just let your minds imagine. But yeah, so back then I reacted very negatively to the negative people in a self-destructive way, I would say, because it's never good to be someone that you're not. But now that I'm 22, as I've gotten older, I realize that there will be at least usually one person that will be drawn to who you are and appreciate you for who you are. So after I left Hawaii, well, once I got to 8th grade, as you know, I found that group of friends. I actually have a poster of them in my old bedroom. But then I left Hawaii and I went to Kansas, and there was this girl that I really was like, I thought she was kind of like an alternative Asian girl. She's Korean. And I was like, I really like her. So I pursued a friendship with her, even though she was a very shy person and a very quiet person. I'm not shy and I'm not quiet. So this is gonna sound kind of bad, but we had our lockers were near each other, so I knew where her locker was. So I would just kind of show up at her locker sometimes before school, during in between classes, and try and speak to her. And she wasn't very receptive of me for a little while, but we had honors geometry together, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna sit next to her. Like, this is my chance to, continue to, try and get her out of her shell, get her to talk to me. And her name is Hannah. And now Hannah's my best friend from high school. She's the best friend from high school, my best friend from high school that I have. And at first she reacted very negatively to me, but she warmed up to me. She's like, "Dang, you must really want to be my friend. Maybe I should give you a chance." And she did, and I'm really excited because I'm going to see Hannah in a few weeks actually, and I haven't seen her in 3 years because we no longer live in the same state. So yeah. What question am I on? Oh, so people react negatively. Yes. So that's high school. So in high school, when I moved to Kansas, which was half of 9th grade through the end of the 11th grade, I found Hannah, and then I had this other friend, Alexis. Those are basically my two main hardcore homies in high school. And then I moved to South Carolina, and let's not talk about senior year of high school. It was just. But anyway, let's move on to college. I'm in college now. And I have lots of acquaintances, but no true friends. But people don't really react negatively to me. It's more like people are very intrigued by me because I am different, because I don't fit any mold, because I don't fit any stereotypes. People are kind of drawn to me. And they're just like, you're interesting. And then they go back to their friends. So I'm kind of a loner, but not a loner, because I have a lot of acquaintances, but no real strong friends. And I've been in college for 4 years. I'm going into my 5th year. And that's completely okay with me. I've come to terms with that I don't need a college best friend. So yeah, we let it go. But I think the fact that I am free-spirited has changed people's reactions. They see that I'm so comfortable in who I am that it now draws them to me. So, yeah. The 4th question is, what does your family think? My family has always supported me in my dreams and in my, in the way that I express myself. Neither of my parents have tattoos or piercings, but I have 2 tattoos and I have 2 piercings. I have my nose and I have a lip ring. My mom doesn't wear makeup. I love makeup. My dad is like very pro long hair. I cut all my hair off. My parents are very conservative, and I'm pretty conservative too. But like I've always been into like mixing prints and wearing super bright colors and mixing things that normally wouldn't go together. So I'm kind of an eccentric person. I love jewelry, even though I haven't really been wearing much because I'm too lazy to like pick it out. But like I've always been different, and my parents are they support the way I express myself now, especially that I'm an adult. It's like they can't really do much to tell me not to get tattoos or piercings or to wear black lipstick or whatever, or to wear stripes and polka dots and tribal print together. Like they can't really change that. So overall, they've been very supportive of me and who I am. So yeah, they do make faces sometimes. They'll make funny faces or funny comments sometimes, but it's all out of love. It's never been anything to criticize me or put me down. So number 5 is, how do you remain true to yourself? I think the number one that I can remain true to myself is to realize that God made me who I am, the way I am, and how I am for a reason. And I'm not gonna please everyone, and not everyone is gonna like who I am or how I am. But I know that Jesus loves me. I know that my parents love me. I know that my sister loves me, and that they'll always love me, and that God will always love me. So as long as I'm doing right by God, I'm doing right by my parents, which if I'm doing right by God, I'll be doing right by my parents, then it doesn't really matter. As long as I'm true to myself, I'm true to God, and I'm true to my parents. And I find peace in knowing that they love me and that those are the only people whose opinions, God and my parents, those are the only ones whose opinions really matter. Like I said, the only judge that matters is King Jesus at the end of the day. So that's how I remain true to myself. And that peace is such a freeing feeling, and it just allows you to 100% be your true self all the time. Question number 6 is, who or what inspires you? Other people who are true to their authentic self inspire me. My mom inspires me. I don't really keep up with celebrities or anything like that, so I don't have any specific names I can give you as to people who inspire me, but if you're doing your thing and you're proud of it and it's pleasing in God's sight, you could say that you inspire me. So yeah, I get inspired by a lot of different things and different people at different times. Like the simplest things like inspire me or like make me happy or make me smile. Like I don't start talking about things. I'm kind of an emotional person too. Like hearing children laugh or like watching children dance and just like how innocent they are, that's inspiring to me. Just the beauty in God's creation is very inspiring to me. Like just driving through South Carolina, how beautiful it is. The spot where like the trees the top of the trees like meets the sky, I think is like one of the most beautiful things. And just like so many little things is inspiring to me. As for people who are who, what, who, who, like I said, my mom, and anyone else who's, like I said, doing their thing, you inspire me. Anyone who's not afraid to be their true, authentic self inspires me. Question number 7 is, what does your girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse think? I ain't got none of those. So it doesn't matter. Well, the guy I was most recently with, he loved it. He loved my dark lipstick. He actually appreciated the craft and the time and the creativity that goes into creating this beat face. You know what I mean? He's the one who actually shaved my head, shaved off all of my hair. So he loved it and he supported it full on because he himself is an alternative black man. So yeah. But like I said, I don't have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse. So moving on to the last question is number 8. Who do you tag? I tag anybody who wants to do this as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You get to learn a bit more about me. Even though I'm not your typical alternative black girl, there are some things in my life, like being in band, playing the saxophone, being like one of the only female saxophone players. When I was in 3rd grade, when I started band, I was the only female saxophone player and the only minority saxophone player. And even now in college, I'm the only female saxophone player and the only minority saxophone player in my studio when it comes to race and sex. So yeah. And then I used to watch anime, and I love Inuyasha. I love Pokemon. I was never really too hype on like BET and stuff like that, which is why I feel like people were like very confused. And I never really wore weaves or braids or any of those things that people like expected me to wear or expected how I should be. And the way I speak also is something that like people are like, you don't have a southern accent, or you're not, you know, ghetto or hood. And like they were just real confused, especially when I moved to Hawaii. I'm speaking about when I went to Hawaii, because you know in Hawaii there's like no black people. And so like they would, and then the black people that were there that were that way would always criticize me for not being that way and try and say that I was trying to be white. But I was born in Germany and lived there for the first 8 years of my life, so I don't know how you expect me to speak. But that's besides the point. So yeah, this is the alternative black girl tag. I started rambling at the end, but I hope you enjoyed it and share your story as an alternative black girl out there, or an alternative person in general. Again, as Shameless Maya inspires me. As Shameless Maya would say, she would say, stay true and do you, boo? Is that what she says? I think so. But yeah, do you, boo? Stay true. Love Jesus. Eat good food. Work hard. And never change who you are to be accepted by anyone else. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Bye, YouTube.